My father came from Iowa to Nashville as a musician. He played clarinet, sax, and violin, mainly big band, jazz standards, Dixieland. And then he met my mother, and she loved orchestral music and played the piano. And my brother played the pipe organ, he loved Bach, and early rock and roll. So I had quite a potpourri of music at my home, so it seemed natural that I would want to play an instrument. So we went to orchestra concerts, and I played in the Nashville Youth Orchestra. Well, I think the highlights of my time in the orchestra have been getting to play some flute solos on 2 of our Grammy-winning CDs, getting to play Jeff Tysick's Suite for Tin Whistle for whistle and orchestra, and some really nice solos in The Lord of the Rings. The Amy Grant tours, 2 trips to Carnegie Hall. Also, I was lucky enough to be chosen as an exchange program to go to Argentina for a week and play in their orchestra. And then one nice memory is a rehearsal with Luciano Pavarotti, where he blew me a kiss after we had this duet in one of his songs, a flute and voice duet. When I came to the orchestra from grad school at Northwestern, it was a part-time orchestra. It was the only opening in the whole country. So I went through the growing pains that the orchestra had, financial problems caused by the economy fluctuations, and then finally some vision by our former conductor Kenneth Skirmahorn to build a new hall. And then the Grammys came along and the flood came along, and we've just had lots of changes. I'm married to the assistant principal bass player, Glenn Warner, and that's a lot of fun. We have lots to talk about, and we get to, of course, commute to work back and forth, and we understand each other's need for practicing. And also on the side, we love outdoor activities, and so we saw the need for a bicycle guidebook for the area. So after many miles of cycling and much hard work, we self-published a couple of popular books, Bicycling Middle Tennessee and Bicycling the Natchez Trace. We had a lot of fun with these books, television, radio, newspapers, magazines, book signings. And I think at that period of time, the orchestra was really having growing pains, and it gave us the opportunity to share the symphony experiences and encourage people to come to the concerts. And so I felt like we were little ambassadors for the symphony. My brother is 4 years older, and when he was 12, he won a composition contest that our orchestra held. And his photograph is hanging in the curb room of the Skirmahorn Hall with the conductor at the time. And his composition was played by the orchestra at a concert. But the other cool connection is my brother always loved pipe organs, so he has a full pipe organ in his home in New Hampshire. And some of his pipes belong to the organ pipe home organ of the very first conductor of the Nashville Symphony, Arthur Hinkle, who conducted from 1920 to 1931. And Mr. Hinkle, also an organist, had a radio broadcast from his home on WSM.